What's going on, my good people? It's your boy Jay Fry. Today we're outside in my small backyard garden where we're gonna harvest a few things. So hang out with your boy for a minute and check it out. Alright, so here we are at the end of June, and throughout this whole month we've had success of harvesting little things here and there, but today we're going to go ahead and do a full harvest on our yellow onions and our beets. We have some yellow onions and some red onions. Now these yellow onions, they've been ready for a while, and the red onions, they won't be ready until probably late summer, I guess in August. So these are some late onions. So we're going to pull these yellow onions, and then we still may pull a couple of these bunch of onions since we have a bunch of them in there. I have a shelf in the garage where I'll just put those on the shelf, turn the fan on, and let them dry out. And we can still use them as they dry out. All right, so we got our yellow onion and our bunching onions harvested, and these are the end results. So as you see, we didn't get all of the bunching onions because I think the bunching onions, they can stay there all summer long and do their thing. But the yellow onions, they not looking too bad, even though if you see right here, we're well past the time where we should have harvested, but they're still looking good. And I'll go ahead and get those things dried out. We got plenty of onions and we're good to go. All right, so we got our onions harvested. The next thing we're gonna harvest are our beets. And as we're harvesting the beets, we're gonna go ahead and remove some of the good leaves so we can go ahead and saute them. we have our beetroots harvested. We got a nice little bunch. I'll take these inside and we'll boil them and skin them and go ahead and try to pickle them or something like that. And then we'll continue to try to move some of the leaves so we can saute them and have some more beet greens. And with this area right here, I'll go ahead and re-amend this soil, and I got to figure out what I'm gonna put in there next. You know what I'm saying? The whole goal is try to continue gardening year round. As you can see on the end, I had already planted some sugar baby watermelons, so those will come out the edge and vine. So I got to figure out something that's gonna be more compatible with those. All right, so the next thing we're gonna harvest is gonna be these cherry tomatoes. Now this tomato plant, we have it in a 7-gallon grow bag, but like I said before, it looks like it may have some type of disease or something like that due to all of the leaves starting to dry out and turn yellow. And also these tomatoes, they're not growing as big as the other cherry tomatoes, but they seem to be ripening pretty fast. So what I'm gonna do today is go ahead and harvest all of the tomatoes off of this one, and then I'll trim it up, fertilize it, and try to see if I can revive it. If not, I'm going to pull this out and put a Roma tomato inside. So let me go ahead and get this tomato plant harvested, then we'll move to the next. All right, so we got those harvested pretty quick. These are really small tomatoes. Like I said, I think the skin on these are a little bit tougher, but the inside, the flesh of it is still good. Just when they're this small, the skin is a little bit tough, so they might work when you chop it up or something like that. This is a cherry tomato plant. It's a determinate tomato plant, and this one is actually the one that I want to continue to try to grow. It's a Baxter, I think it's called a Baxter cherry tomato. Now these, they are real good, so I'll make sure to get some more of these seeds and actually grow some of them next year. And it's putting out a nice amount of tomatoes. We've been harvesting off of this as well, so I'm gonna go ahead and knock out all of these tomatoes, as many as we can, even the ones that's semi-green. And then as far as this cherry tomato back here, there are a few on there we're gonna go ahead and knock out. So we got tomatoes harvested. The next thing we're gonna go ahead and harvest is gonna be some bell peppers. And we have been harvesting bell peppers as well. So we're gonna go ahead and get some more. Let's get these knocked out. All right, so we was able to get a nice harvest today. As you can see, I had my wife out here helping me so I can get some other things done. We got plenty of work to do. So if you're still here with me, I appreciate it. Make sure to go ahead and subscribe to the channel and help your boy grow. Let's go ahead and take a look at the end results, and we can see how bountiful our harvest was. Looks pretty nice on this table. So the first thing we harvested were some green onions. We was able to harvest half of those and leave some for later, and we'll harvest the rest when it's time to harvest the red onions. Then right here we did pretty good harvesting some yellow onions. I'll make sure to go ahead and set those up in the garage with a fan and let them do their thing. And this harvest right here with the beets, this is a whole lot better than it was next year, so the next time it's gonna get even better. So to me, a beet is a superfood that I actually like. And here we started separating them, and we'll continue. We'll go ahead and use the beet greens and saute those as we do like some spinach or whatnot. So we got beets and the beet leaves. And the last thing we harvested were the tomatoes and the bell peppers. And these bell peppers, I like the way they look. You know, they don't look store-bought. They look like they were grown in the backyard, as they come in all different sizes and shapes. So that's pretty nice to have. And then the last thing we harvested were these cherry tomatoes. So like these Baxter tomatoes, I keep saying it, but these are the best one, man. Those are real good. They don't last long. I'll just wash those up and eat those as they are. All right, so that's pretty much it. I appreciate you guys hanging out with your boy. If you like this video, make sure to give me a thumbs up. I'll holler at you.